Hello guys, you are welcome to Logarithm Lesson 2. In our previous lesson, we were able to establish that log base b equals c is equivalent to a to the power c equals b in the exponential form. We also established that log base a to the power x is equal to x, where we have the base and the number over here equal, then the exponent will be our answer. We also established that log base a is equal to 1, and finally, we established that log base a1 is equal to 0. Today, we are going to focus our attention on the laws of logarithm. Okay, so we are going to look at the laws of logarithm. Okay, so the first law of logarithm, as we have it over here, log base a b to the power c is equal to c log base a b. Then the second one we have over here, log base AB plus log base AC is equal to log base ABC. Then the third one we have log base AB minus log base AC is equal to log base A B divided by C. And the last one that we have over here, log base AB is equal to log base A log base CB all over log base CA. That is what we call change of base. So this is called change of base. That is if you want to change the base into the base that you want. Now, let's look at these formulas into details because we need to know what how to prove these formulas. Okay, so as I said, the first one we have over here is log base a b to the power c is equal to c log base a b. Okay, so this implies that assuming I have log base 2 5 to the power 2, that must give me 2 log 2 5. That is what it means. Okay, but how do we prove this formula? This formula can be proven very simply. Okay, so let me just take let x equals log base a b. So let s equals log base a b. Okay, now from our previous lesson, then we know that a to the power x must be equal to b. So our a to the power s is equal to b. Okay, so with this, what are we proving? We are proving b to the power c. So what I have to do is to raise both sides to the power c. Okay, so if I'm going to raise both sides to the power c, I am going to have a to the power cx is equal to b to the power c. Okay, so my main focus is to get b to the power c. So I have to raise both sides to the power c. Now, what are we left with? We are left with log base a. So I have to take log base a of both sides. Okay, so this implies we are going to have log base a to the power cx is equal to log base a b to the power c. Log base a b to the power c. Okay, looking at this, we have a. Okay, in our previous lesson, we learned that when we have log base a to the power s, it was going to give us the exponent. Okay, and so since we have a over here, we are going to get the exponent, which is cx is equal to log base a b to the power c. Okay, we already know what c stands for. Okay, what S stand for? Okay, so we are going to have C, and we replace our X. We said X is equal to log base AB. So we will write log base A B in place of X, and that will be equal to log base A B to the power C. Okay, so this proves the first law of what? Logarithm, as I have proven it over here. So that, for instance, if I have log base 3 5 to the power 4, I can simply write it as 4 log base 3 5. So also, if I have 2 log 3 4, I can simply write it as log base 3 4 to the power 2, which is log base 3 16. Log base 3 16. Now let's go to the next one we have over here. Okay, so log base AB is equal to log base AC, which is equal to log base A BC. How do we simply prove this? Let me give an example. For instance, if I have log base 2 8 plus log base 2 4. What I know is that my log base 2 8, I know that is going to give me 3. Log base 2 4, I know that is going to give me 2, and that is equal to 5, which is the same as log base 2 32. So how did I get the what? Log base 232. It is very simple. I multiply 8 by 4, giving me log base 232. Okay, so what it means is that when you are adding in log, then you have to what? Multiply the numbers that you have. The B over here must multiply the C to give you BC. Okay, but how do we prove this? So proof. Now let x equals log base AB and y equals log base AC. Now, if this is true, then we are going to have a to the power x is equal to b, and a to the power y is equal to c. Okay, now that we have this, okay, so what we have to do, because we are looking for BC, okay, so that is our main focus. We are looking for BC. It means B over here must multiply what? C, and A to the power S must also multiply A to the power Y. And so we are going to have A to the power X times A to the power Y, and that will be equal to our BC. Okay, now with indices, when you have the basis to be the same, when you are multiplying, then you add the exponents. Okay, so that is going to give us a to the power s plus y is equal to bc. Okay, so what are we left with? We are left with the base of the law. So we take log base a of both sides, and so we are going to have log base a to the power s plus y is equal to log base a bc. Okay, log base a bc. Now you see a and a, they are the same over here. So we have them to be the same, and so we are going to have s plus y is equal to log base a bc. Okay, we already know what S represents. S represents our log base A, B, plus Y represents log base A, C, and that will be equal to log base A B C. Log base A B C. Example, if I have log base 2 3 plus log base 2 4, that must give me log base 2. Then I multiply 3 and 4, that will give me base 2 12. That will give me base 2 12. Okay, now let's go to the next one over here. The next one is log base A B minus log base AC, and that must be equal to log base A B divided by C. Okay, so let me just give example. So let's say log base 2 16 minus log base 2 4. That must give us, I know log base 2 16 is 4. And I know log base 2 4 is 2, and that must give me 2. Okay, and that is equivalent to 2 is equivalent to log base 2 4. And how did I get the log base 2 4? It is simply what we have over here. We are going to divide the 16 by 4, and that will give us that. Okay, so that is log base 2 16 divided by 4, and that is what is giving us what we have over here. So now let's look at the proof. Okay, so the proof over here, let your x be equal to log base AB and y be equal to log base AC. Okay, so this is going to give us a to the power s is equal to b, and a to the power y is equal to c. Okay, so we are going to have this. Okay, a to the power s is equal to b, and a to the power y is equal to c. This is, we are getting this from this and that. Okay, so we need to get b. Okay, so b divided by c. So this one divided by this. Okay, so we are going to divide this equation by this equation. And so we are going to have a to the power x divided by a to the power y, and that must be equal to b divided by c. This is what we are going to get. Okay, with indices, when the bases are the same and you are dividing, you subtract the exponent. Okay, so we are going to have a to the power x minus y, and that will give us b over c. Okay, now that we have this, we can take log base a of both sides, and that is going to give us log base a to the power s minus y is equal to log base a b divided by c. Okay, log base a b divided by c. And so this and this are the same, and so it is going to give us x minus y, and that will be equal to log base a b divided by c. Okay, we know our x already. Our x is log base ab minus our y, which is what? Log base a c base ac base ac. Okay, so our s is log base ab minus log base ac, and that must be equal to log base a b over c. Okay, so this is a proof of the third law that we have. Okay, so now let's look at our final law. Our final law, which we call change of base. Okay, so sometimes when you are working in logarithm, you need to change the base in order to enable you continue to work, or to enable you work solve the problem. Okay, so for instance, if I have log base AB, it is equal to, I want to change it to what? Base C. Okay, so it is simply equal to what? Log base C B divided by log base C A. So how do we prove this? So the proof of this formula. Okay, so simply I am going to let x to be equal to log base A B. Okay, so you let your x to be equal to log base A B. This implies that we are going to have a to the power x to be equal to b. Okay, a to the power s is equal to b. Okay, now if we have this, then we need to take the log of both sides, the base of which we are changing it to. Okay, so for instance, I want to change it to base C. So I'm going to take log base C of both sides. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do. So this implies I am going to have log base C a to the power x is equal to log base C b. Okay, so this is what we are going to have. Okay, so from our previous lesson, we noted that log base C a to the power s is also equal to the s will come here. We will have log base C a, and that will be equal to log base C b. Okay, now we are looking for x. So what do we do? Therefore, our x will be equal to log base C b all over log base C a. Okay, but we know our x, what it is. Okay, our x is log base A b, and that must be equal to log base C b all over log base C a. Okay, so let me just give an example over here. Let me just give an example. Let's say I have log base 2 5. I want to change it to base 3. It is simply going to be, I will take log base 3 5 divided by log base 3 2. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. We continue the lesson with we continue the lesson by solving questions involving logarithm in our next lesson. Okay, thank you for your attention.